Good Sparkle Thursday morning. I am so happy to be back with you. I haven't been on in a couple of days. Been busy taking care of some business. I had hoped to be a little further along in this declutter and remodel, but it is what it is, and I am where I am, and we're going to continue to push forward. But in the meantime, let me scoot over just a little bit because I was falling off the side of the bed, and that's not good. I just wanted to check in with you and share a few things because that's the purpose of Sparkle. Um, I have just become a danger to myself in some aspects, um, and it's funny in ways, and it just is what it is. I guess it's part of growing older. I don't know, but I've always said that I require adult supervision, and never more have I believed it in my life. Just in the past week, I knocked my head, almost knocked myself out, going out the garage door. The door was going up, and I thought I had it cleared, and I didn't. I hit it so hard the bottom strip thing on the garage had to be fixed. um, Last night I scalded my feet. My pain level had shot up, and I was trying my very, very best to make it to church. So I decided I would take a hot bath, and I normally don't do that alone by myself because things can happen. Well, I decided that was the plan, that might, get my pain level down, and I'd be able to go. Well, I am 49 years old, folks. 49! I have bathed children in my lifetime. I have never hurt a child with bath water. Last night I hurt me. I stepped in, and now you have to remember, I have some issues with my body, and I can't always feel my feet. Well, I felt them last night. I always turn the hot water on first because the tub is generally cold. So, I let that run for a little bit, and then I add the cold water and let it fill on up. Well, I got really, really excited because I was using some bath salts. I require adult supervision. I'm just going to, yes, that just needs to be a sign above my head. Anyway, as I put the salts in, I'll show you which ones I used. They're from Posh. I used the Muscle Through. Ladies, people, if you have pain or achy backs or muscles, you need this in your life. And I also used, oh my gosh, the Mermaid Mix. The Mermaid Mix is specially designed for us old people, or those of us with dry skin. It is a shea butter salt. And it is amazing, and it bubbles up. Well, when it started bubbling up, I became about 4 years old. I got excited. I was getting a bubble bath. Well, let me set this over where it won't spill. Well, I hopped in the tub just with my feet, thankfully. The temperature going into the tub was fine. I had checked it several times. I had kind of, made sure that the water was okay, but I didn't go all the way down when I stuck my hand in, which was a mistake. I am here to tell you that whenever I managed to waddle myself into that tub, I started to feel my feet in a bad way. The water was extremely hot and scalding my feet. It was Pain City. Anyway, I'm okay. My feet are still tender. Wasn't able to make it to church last night, but it's okay. It's okay. Working towards the goal. Working towards the goal. Um, but and I can laugh about it now because fortunately there were no blisters. It's just I don't know what the degrees are, but it's still a little. They're still very tender. There's still really some redness and stuff like that. I'm gonna be fine. But I wanted to share mainly the bath salts with you because I'm going to tell you I loved it because what I did, I started running more cold water, turned off the hot, and cooled the water down. And I went because I wasn't wasting my bath. I'm sorry. But I went ahead and laid down, just kind of stuck my feet out of the water and let them, kind of cool, and then just sat there for a few minutes and then, finished my bath and got out because I was still going to church. I was still trying. It wasn't really till I got out of the bath and tried to walk through the house that I realized that this may not happen, because at first it was very, very painful to walk, and it's still not easy. But thankfully, I was talking with a friend of mine who's a nurse, and she was able to tell me what to do, what to look for, what to watch for. And even more importantly, thankfully, God was watching out for me because thankfully He's one of the adults that supervise me. Moving right along, we'll get back into today. The bath salts are from Posh. I'm just kind of doing this all in one video today because that's how I want to do it today. I've been splitting them up, Posh and, doing a Posh video, doing a Sparkle video, doing a Younique video, talked a little bit about the Zurvita that I've started using. But today I'm going to just do it off the cuff, and that's just how today's going. As I've told you before, if there's a part of this that you don't particularly want to watch, feel free to fast forward. I probably have something for you. Okay? Anyway, the bath salts come 6 in a package for $20. You can get at least 2, if not 3 baths per pack. And I am just going to tell you that they have helped me so very much. Not just the muscle through, just being able to brave up to get back in and take a hot bath. Because ladies, that little bit of pampering time, that little bit of alone time, that little bit of just taking care of yourself will help you emotionally. Back whenever my daughter was younger, I took a lot of hot baths. And I had really stopped taking them after I hurt my back the last time. But, if you allow yourself those few minutes, you'll come out of there with a different mindset, because those few minutes of you time, those few minutes of just relaxing will help soothe your mind. It'll help put things into perspective for you. I recommend, you can listen to whatever music that you want to, but I recommend something like K-Love or worship music, because that's what I like to do. Just to kind of steal a little bit more time alone, a little, get your mind in a frame of worship, and, it just kind of helps. Works for me. Anyway, let's move forward to today, because I'm already at 7 minutes, and oh my gosh, did not mean to get that far. Of course, my latest little fun product that I'm enjoying using is the Complexion Perfection. I still use the BFF, and I still love the BFF. I had posed a question on the Facebook Posh Bash number 2. I can never say that. About, what was my favorite cleanser, and it became a tie. Because I like both of them pretty much equally. I tend to use this one more because it just is like it's closer to me. And my favorite moisturizer, hands down, though. And I still use others. I still use the Night and Day You Are the One. I use the Divine by Younique. I still use them. It's skincare. I alternate my skincare. If it's going to help my skin, I have extremely dry skin. So if it's going to work for my skin, yeah, gonna do it. So hooked on the Moisture 911, the caffeinated skin tightening face cream, because as you can see underneath here, I got some stuff that needs tightened up. It makes everything look just a little better, and that's my goal, is to look just a little better. Those are Posh products. www.perfectlyposh.com/sparkling, big S, with Posh. That gets you to me. The other link that I used before does work, but if you're using a smartphone or whatever, or something like that, it's easier to do the perfectlyposh.com/sparkling with Posh phone. Sparkling with Posh link, I've been told. And I want to make it as easy as possible for you. It'd be nice if I could say words. Moving on, because I'm going to have to, yeah, I'm going to have to do this in 2 videos. Let me start another one, or otherwise it'll take forever for them to upload.